Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we are making sponge cake. Yes, vanilla sponge cake. Very easy to make, very delicious and so sweet. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe to our channel. Hit on the notification button to get notified anytime we post new and exciting recipe. And if you're an old subscriber, as we always say here, thank you for subscribing and thank you for sticking with us as always. And to our subscribers, we would like to say sorry for not coming your way every week or all the time. But hey, work schedule and life is being challenging, so please pardon us. We'll try and do better. But for today, let's give this recipe a try, and trust me, it's very easy to make, and you would even make this your profession in making cakes and sell for yourself and your family. So come with us, let's get started. So for this recipe, you need 2 pounds of flour, soft flour. You need 2 pounds of margarine, 16 eggs, 16 ounces of sugar. You need baking powder, some milk, and yeah. So we first of all start by separating the egg yolk from the white, just like I'm doing in the video here. Make sure that you don't get any of the yellow yolks in the white. We're trying to make it spongy, so we need only the whites in there and the yolks separated. So we make sure that we separate it very well, just like we have here, and we set it aside for when we will use later. So we go ahead and whisk our egg white. Whisk it very well till they become stiff like what you are seeing in the video here. This is what we have at the end of the day, and that's what we have. So you mix your egg white a little bit also. I mean the egg yellow a bit as well. Then you go ahead with your margarine and your sugar. You cream it together just like I'm doing here. You cream it so that it becomes very, very fluffy. So this takes a lot of work. So if you have a stand mixer, that would be great. But if not, and you have a hand mixer, that equally does the job. So make sure you scrape the sides so that it all comes together, and you have to be sure that it's ready before you can use. So when the butter comes off the spoon and it's very light and fluffy, that's when you know it's ready. Just like this, it falls itself from the spoon, then you know that it's ready. You see, it fell by itself. So we go ahead, we're using 1 cup of milk. We're using full cream milk, but we're diluting it with 1 tablespoon of vinegar to make it buttermilk. Yes, so when you do it like this, you let it sit for some few minutes so that it curdles, so that it becomes buttermilk. You go ahead and sieve your flour, your soft flour or your all-purpose flour, to get all lumps and any other unwanted particles off your flour, so that it doesn't end up in your cake. So at this point, we added our baking powder. Added 8 tablespoons of baking powder as against 2 pounds of flour, and we added 1 cup of non-dairy cream. That's optional. You can choose to use it or you can choose to leave that out. So you make sure that you mix it very well so that it comes together very nicely, just like I'm doing in the video here. And sorry, I said 8 ounces of sugar. I meant 16 grams of sugar. Sorry. Yes. So at this point, once your batter is ready, you add your yolk to the mixture, just like I'm doing here. So the ingredients will be listed in the caption below, our description box. So if you are not clear on all the ingredients and the details, you can go to the description box. I will be listing them there so that you get the exact amount for this recipe. Yes. So at this point, you make sure that you add your flour little by little. You don't have to put all together at once, else your batter will become very, very stiff. So this is what you do. You add it little by little and you make sure that you stir, just like I'm doing here. Make sure that you make that 8 shape. Yes. This helps loosen it up and make sure that it comes together. So you continue to repeat this process until all your flour mixture is incorporated in your wet ingredients. So that's our wet and our dry ingredients. You make sure that it comes together. So at this point, you can add your buttermilk because it has been kettled and it has become buttermilk at this point. So you can add it to your mixture. So we added vanilla essence just for that nice flavor. Vanilla essence takes your dishes to the next level when it comes to the scent and flavor. So always try to add it to your pastries and your cakes. So at this point, we added our egg whites, which we've whisked to make to create that foamy texture. So at this point, we make sure that we mix it very well into our cake batter. That is what is going to give us that foamy texture we are going for in our sponge cake. So you need to get about 3 8-inch pan. You butter it. Sorry, I couldn't find my brush, so I had to use a tissue. But hey guys, do not follow my steps. Get a brush and brush your pans. Make sure that you use the margarine to cover every inch so that your cake can come out very nicely when it's done. So you add your butter to your pan, just like I'm doing in this video. So at this point, you just have to kick it and punch it on the surface so that any air stuck in the cake will come out. So this is what we have at the end of the day. Our cake batter is ready to go into the oven. And of course, we had some leftovers which we used for cupcakes. It's always nice when you have leftovers that you can nibble on before the main cake is ready. Yes. So our cake is going into the oven here. went into the oven for about 45 minutes, and this is how it came out looking. Very, very soft and so delicious. It was so soft to the touch. So after your cake has cooled down, you can cover it just like I've done here and set it aside for when you are about to assemble it, because you cannot assemble it the same day because it's hot, so you need to let it cool down. So it's either you put it in the freezer so that it helps it cool very fast, or you leave it, you set it on your counter for a day, then you can work on your cake design. And this is the design I used my cake for, my sponge cake for, and I hope you like it, guys. So guys, let us know if you'd be willing to give this recipe a try, and let us know how yours went, how the butter was, and let us know the design you made afterwards. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.